1. Stay focused on vitamin D, not in pill form or fortified food. This is probably the most important tip. You really have to be careful with artificial forms of vitamin D, as they are almost always ineffective or perhaps even harmful compared to its natural form. The sun is the best natural source for a strong strengthening of the immune system. The body can naturally produce vitamin D with moderate sun exposure. This does not mean toasting in the sun, but a moderate amount of sun on large parts of the body, and not only on the face, for about 15 to 40 minutes per day, without sun protection. Sun protection blocks UV rays which directly stimulate the increase of vitamin D in the body. Everyone is different according to their skin color. Very light skin tones only need 10 minutes or more in full sun, in the middle of the day, to produce enough vitamin D before damage the skin. Darker skin tones, on the other hand, may need more time, sometimes 30 to 40 minutes, of exposure, to produce enough vitamin D to protect the skin. It is essential to be sufficiently exposed to the sun without sunscreen, but without getting burned. The best natural food sources of vitamin D are egg yolks, oily fish, organ meats and mushrooms. Portobello and maitake mushrooms are pretty good sources of vitamin D. To ensure a decent amount of the best vitamin D absorbed, I take a small dose of cod liver oil every day during the winter months, so I make sure I don't have too much vitamin D low. Small doses of cod liver oil are enough, rather than large doses which can overdose the body with vitamin A. The synthetic version of vitamin D is ergocalciferol, vitamin D2, while the natural form is cholecalciferol, vitamin D3. By the way, fortified milk is dosed with vitamin D2, not D3. It is therefore not a good source. In fact, I don't trust any fortified food, including breakfast cereals, that claim to be good sources of vitamin D. It really isn't. 2. Garlic to boost the immune system. Garlic is one of the most powerful of all superfoods. Not only has high-dose garlic gone back thousands of years for the treatment of the disease, but recent studies claim a boost in the immune system. What do you think is best, good old garlic pills, whole garlic in food, capsules? I can't seem to find a consensus on this issue, other than just using a variety of sources, including garlic powder on many foods, fresh chopped garlic in meals, and a capsule or two each day. To customize a healthy diet plan, please click on the link below the video. 3. Kombucha tea strengthens the immune system. Kombucha tea is a fermented, naturally effervescent tea that contains billions of organisms, probiotics, that help strengthen the immune system, boosting the levels of organisms in the intestines. 70% of the immune system is in the intestines. Organisms protect against pathogens and disease. Bottles of kombucha tea are usually found in health food stores. When I feel like I'm getting sick, I turn up the dosage of kombucha tea and drink it all day. This tea tastes strong, so I mix it with my regular iced tea with 1/3 kombucha and 2/3 iced tea. You just have to find one that contains very little sugar. 3 to 6 grams per 25 centiliters is acceptable, but much more than that is too sweet. 4. Green tea, chamomile and other teas. Green tea and chamomile tea have been shown to help strengthen the immune system. Even if the effect is weak, it is a reality because both are rich in powerful antioxidants, specific to each tea. Green tea with a little raw honey early in the day is excellent. For the night it is better to have chamomile tea. Other teas are also very beneficial, like rooibos tea, which is even more loaded with antioxidants. 5. Put the package on antioxidants. We already know how antioxidants are important for overall health, as well as supporting the immune system. For this reason, it is a good idea to consume a maximum of fruits rich in antioxidants, such as berries, unsweetened cocoa, in smoothies, etc., and vegetables, to help prevent disease. 6. Light exercise. Yes, light exercise, not strenuous. When we get sick, a very high-intensity workout is not a good idea. It requires a lot of recovery from the body. This is when the body needs all its abilities to try to fight outside diseases. Although I usually recommend high-intensity training, it is a good time to do low-intensity exercise. Personally, I like to go out to get some fresh air and go hiking or snowshoeing in the snow. It is not very tiring for me, and it does not impose a lot of recovery on my body, but just the fact of going out in the fresh air and increasing circulation, I feel that it helps my body to fight the disease. 7. Avoid all processed foods and sugary soft drinks. For people serious and concerned about their health and thinness, this should be a rule of everyday life, except perhaps for cheat meals. However, when we get sick, it's not worth bombarding the body with processed foods, inflammatory omega-6 oils, soybean oil, corn oil, etc., fried foods, corn syrup rich in fructose, refined sugars, and chemical additives. All this forces the body to make additional efforts to fight against all this junk food and the internal inflammation that it causes. Instead, now is the time to give the body healthy unprocessed foods, made up of only one ingredient, like fruits, berries, vegetables, eggs, nuts, seeds, beef high in pasture, etc. These 7 tips will much help you ward off this evil that is trying to get your hands on you, towards a healthy and strong body. To customize a healthy diet plan, please click on the link below the video. !